Hello, welcome back. Today's Vlogmas video is going to be a little get ready with me. I have one of these on my channel where I did the books and makeup tag, but I thought it would be fun to just kind of like sit here and chat and get ready with you. Miss Indy is here with her cheese stick and she is chewing on that, so you'll probably hear her. But we're just going to get ready together and chat. I have a lot of things to do today. It is a Sunday, so this morning I had kind of a chill morning, slow morning. And I took a shower, ate breakfast, and so now I'm getting ready for the day so I can film some Vlogmas videos for you all, do some editing. Tyler is at the grocery store right now, getting our groceries for the week, which is super nice. Usually I do that and I actually enjoy grocery shopping, but there was just too much to do today, so he offered to do it for me, which was super sweet of him. I also need to do some cleaning and everything. So I did my skincare this morning after I got out of the shower, so that's all taken care of, so we can just jump straight into primer. Okay, so the primer I'm going to use is this Fenty Beauty. I think it's called the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. And I like this one because it just feels like a moisturizer. So when I am just doing makeup for like videos or work or something, like I don't really need it to like last super long, I will use this one. It does a good job, but it still feels like a moisturizer as opposed to like some of the more pore filling primers that I have. Like you can definitely, like you feel like you're wearing primer. I don't actually know if this primer really does anything other than moisturize my skin, but if that's all it does, then that's fine because honestly, I have pretty dry skin in the winter anyway. All right, and then the foundation I'm gonna use is this Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I really like this one. It lasts a decent amount of time without like pilling up or like coming off of my nose or like all of the things that people always talk about foundation doing. Like this doesn't seem to do that. And then I also put a drop of oil in it as well, marula oil, and it helps it to not get patchy in places, like my dry skin areas. It'll just kind of smooth over that. So this is what I do like just for every day. Typically if I were not at work, I would just use like a tinted moisturizer, but since I am filming some videos today, I wanted to do a little bit more. Oh, I just got foundation on the dog. I tried to pick her up and I got foundation on her. Goodness. Indy, you want your cheese stick? Here you go. I'm also going to use this brush from Ulta from like the It Cosmetics brand to buff this in. I often will use like a beauty blender or something, but I just was too lazy to go to the bathroom and wet it and get it ready to use. So we're just going to use this today. I'm not doing a whole lot today, like I said. Just what I know looks good when I'm filming. Okay, and then I also don't really do a lot of powder, but I definitely want to put some powder underneath my eyes so that it doesn't crease under my eyes. So the powder that I'm going to use today is this Bite Beauty Changemaker loose powder. I like it, it's fine. Bite Beauty isn't a brand anymore, but I do like some of their stuff. So when they were going out of business, I got quite a bit to kind of hold me over for a while. And I do have quite a bit of makeup, and I do have quite a bit of like nicer makeup. I love makeup. I always have. I enjoy makeup. I remember one of my earliest memories as a kid was being in my mom's bathroom and like going through her drawer of makeup. She wore Clinique, well, still does. And just looking at it all, and I would just like open it and lay it out and look at all the colors and the shades, and I just could not wait to be able to wear makeup. And when I would have dance performances and get to wear makeup as a little kid, I absolutely loved it. So I started wearing makeup pretty young and I've not looked back, and I love it. It makes me happy, it makes me feel good about myself. It's fun to experiment and try different things, and I don't know, I just really like it. Okay, so I just put powder on some parts of my face, but some of my face is still tacky, which is good because we're about to go in with some contour. So I have this Halo Glow Beauty Wand from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I got this just to try because I wanted a liquid contour and I really like it. So I think I'm going to look into like other brands and try something else here next time. But I like this so far. I just kind of use it to contour a little bit around my face. Okay, now that we're contoured, it's time to go in with some liquid bronzer. And I have this one from Milk Makeup. This is a mini version, but I think now it's like the only one they have, but it's their baked bronzer. And the shade is Baked, their baked matte bronzer. So we're just gonna use a little bit of this, goes a long way. So I don't even have to use a whole lot. All right, so now we're gonna go in with a little bit more. All right, next we're gonna use bronzer, and I have this Cover FX bronzer that has like two sides. It has a matte side and then a glowy side, and it's like the sun-kissed bronze or whatever. And I'm just gonna use a little bit with a really fluffy brush to go over this and just kind of set it in place so that it doesn't go anywhere. Just really lightly. I love to be bronzed, especially in the winter. This lighting is like weird on my face. I promise my face is not darker than my body in person. It matches. It just looks like that in the video. All right, and then I have this liquid blush stick from Clinique. This is in the shade Rosy Blush, and I think my mom gave this to me. I think she got it and just realized it wasn't really for her and gave it to me. So I'm gonna use the same brush that I use with all of my cream products and take the rest along my nose. All right. And then I'm going to use these illuminator drops from Iconic London, and these are like really potent. So I'm just going to use, like, I just touched it to my finger and that's all I'm going to use. And even just that little bit, it's like there's a lot of it. So I just use the littlest tiny bit and then just tap it onto my skin. This Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion that just helps my eyeshadow keep from creasing on my eyelids. Even though I have pretty dry skin, my eyelids are oily. Just gonna blend that in with my finger, and then we're gonna set it with this Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes. There's a color in here that I always love to use to set my eyelids because it's like my same shade, like it's my skin tone, and it just covers up any like blue tones or veininess on my eyes. So I just really like it. So I use this peach butter right here, and I'm almost out of it. So sometimes I'll use the peach meringue, but it's a little bit light for me, so I try not to use it too much. But this is definitely my most used eyeshadow. I'm so sad it's almost gone. I will buy this whole palette again, probably just for this shade. Let's see, what do I want to use today? Let's use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. I really like this one. It's a good one. And I'm just going to do something really simple today. I'm just going to use this shade here, Twig, and just put that all over my lid just to give it some dimension. And then I'll just use a glitter, not a glitter, but like a shimmery shade. Obviously I'm not a beauty influencer. I do watch a lot of beauty YouTube, but I kind of know what I know. So I'm using just this matte shade, and then I think I'm going to use this shade Pearl, and I'm going to, let's use, all right, and then I'm going to use this brush for that to kind of set it on my lid with that kind of flat brush. I'm going to go back in with this Twig shade just to blend everything together so it's not like a stark difference between the shadow and the shimmery shade. And then I have a brush that I always keep like clean. I just use it to blend stuff. I don't actually use it with shades on it. And then I'm going to use this darker shade Teak. It's like a little bit of a shimmer. And I'm just going to use it on like the outer part of my eye just to give it a little bit of dimension. Andy, what are you doing? I don't know what she's doing. Getting into the pillows. She loves pillows. She is a pillow girl. Don't you? You want some makeup? You want some eyeshadow? You can't have eyeshadow. You're a baby. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take... Where'd it go? Okay, I'm going to take this really thin, like, eyeliner brush, and I'm going to use the shade Dystopian, and I'm going to basically create eyeliner out of eyeshadow. I love to do this. I used to have all of these different colored eyeshadows, eyeshadow pencils, liquid, but then I was like, why don't I just use eyeshadow? It works just as well. All right, next we have eyebrows. I have this eyebrow pencil from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the brow definer. I use the shade Taupe, which I think is technically for blondes, but everything else is too warm for my like brow color, and it just looks like red on my skin. Okay, and then I'm just gonna use this Benefit 24-hour brow setter gel to set them down, and I basically just brush them up and then try to almost like the brow laminating to like flatten them, and then I will brush down the ends. That's all I like to do. So I brush through them, try to get some product in there, and then go in with the brow laminating side. There's like a flat side, like there's the teeth, and then there's the flat side, and I use that flat side to kind of like lay them flat, kind of like that laminated look. All right, I'm going to curl my eyelashes now. I have naturally pretty long eyelashes, which is really nice. I'm super, super fortunate that I have decent sized eyelashes, like decent length, but they just go straight out. They do not have any sort of curl to them whatsoever. So I use the eyelash curler to give them a curl. I think this one's from Revlon. I get a new one every couple months. All right, and then the mascara that I'm using right now is this Rare Beauty mascara. I don't know what like is called other than just their mascara. They only have one, and this is black. But yeah, I get this at Sephora, which is in our Kohl's. I love that Sephora is in our Kohl's. That's where I got most of this stuff, is from Sephora. Sometimes I'll get stuff from Ulta too, but Sephora is definitely my go-to. Sorry, Indy's hitting the tripod as she walks by. Indy, please don't eat my tripod. I always do a minimum of 2 layers of mascara. I love mascara. I love what it does to my lashes. I feel like it just brings the whole look together. I always feel like a naked mole rat until I have mascara on. And if I put no other makeup on in the morning, I put mascara on. I put mascara on my bottom lashes as well. I know that's like an acquired taste. I just like the way it looks on myself, so I do it. And then, of course, I'm sure we all know the hack by now, which is if you get mascara on your eyelid, just wait for it to dry, and then I use just a spoolie to like get it off. I'll just go on my eyelid gently so it doesn't pull my eyelid to use that to get it off. Also, let me know if you're one of those people that makes a weird face when you do your mascara. I don't really make a weird face, I don't think. I don't know. We'll see when I'm editing this back. But I know some people like have to have their mouth open. I know somebody who has to hold her elbow while she does it. Just things like that. Let me know if you have any like weird things like that with makeup. Indy's finally settled down. Now that we're at the end of this video, of course, that's always how that works, right? This is my favorite lipstick. It's from Urban Decay, and it is in the shade Ex-Girlfriend. It's just a like nude like satin finish. It goes well with pretty much every look. And then the last thing I do is I set my face, and I use this Urban Decay all-nighter. Okay, so this is more than I would do like if I were going to work. I usually don't wear eyeshadow to work, mainly because I just sit at a desk all day. But this is what I like to do when I'm filming or if I'm going out somewhere. So yeah, now my hair is still wet, so now I will go and blow dry my hair, and then I will be ready to film. And hopefully I will have a very productive afternoon of filming. I know that I'm extra, and most people probably don't wear as much makeup as me, which is fine. It's something that I enjoy, and I enjoy talking to people about it. I usually will have like my iPad up, and I'll be like watching makeup videos while I put on makeup, especially on the weekends when I have like a little bit more time to like enjoy the process of putting on makeup. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's Vlogmas video. Make sure you check back tomorrow for another one, and I will see you then.